What kind of expectations are there for you from family, school, and society?
Pretty much the same as Joe's. Like my parents were like, do your best and everything, but it kind of has a string attached because I started messing with school a lot towards middle school, and also to my parents' divorce and a lot of stress. And so they made me take an IQ test to see, or like a learning disability test, all this stuff. And I found out that I'm like smart at everything, and so that means my problem is just me. And so they're like, okay, they kind of hold it over my head, like, okay, we know you're capable of getting A's in school, so you should do your best, but we know what your best is, so you have to reach this level. And when I don't, that affects my whole life because school just controls everything, like how people respond to it. Um, was that a right question? Sorry.
Family, school, and society.
School? Um, I'm not really that committed to my school right now. I switched schools and I have friends and I know teachers and everything, but I haven't really like clicked with anyone enough to know what their expectations are or to care really. For school wise, I don't know. The one expectation I had was like fit in or something because like they had a guidance counselor and they're like, oh, we just want you to, I don't know, feel comfortable in this environment and everything. That was the only thing. So I guess that's my only real expectation from school. Then society, I kind of feel like it's kind of backwards. Like I feel I hear so many things about teenagers on the whole. I feel like the only way I could please society is if I acted crazy and reckless and all sorts of things that I don't usually do. So I don't do any of that, but I just think it's kind of that's the image I get like of teenagers, even though I am one. That we're just like that we're just like we don't think about anything, we don't think about consequences, and sometimes we don't, but that none of our actions have a real purpose behind it, especially feelings. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's just hormonal, it has no real basis to it. And that makes me mad when people think teenagers are just like underdeveloped and, I don't know, like simple minded, I guess, that don't really know what they want or who they are. Sometimes we don't, but I think people don't take enough credit.
Okay. What is the greatest source of stress in your life?
It'd definitely be, it'd be school, because like my family responds to how I do in school. Because which is why I actually had to switch schools. So I wasn't doing well enough in CSG. And like I was getting B's and C's and stuff. But once again, they held me to the A mark, so that wasn't good enough for what they were paying. So that was a big stress. And then that school's mainly the main thing because that was also my dad lost his job. So then it wasn't. They were sacrificing a lot to keep me at the school I was at, and it was very expensive. And so they're like, well, this is coming out of like your pocket money, your thing, and you're costing the family for people are paying for this, but you're not doing well. So what's the point of spending this money? You could be spending it like on your sister or on other things. So that was really my biggest stress.
Okay. And what is the greatest source of happiness in your life?
I would probably say friends too, but at this point I don't really have any very close friends because the school I went to is in Bexley and the one I'm now is in Columbus. It's not that far away, but just my most of my friendships were based on a lot of time spent together. It wasn't like, oh, we both like soccer, or we both like this type of movie, and so when I don't have the time with them, we just kind of fell apart. So I think I'd probably say here, like church and like seeing all these friends, because it's like between all the stuff that's been happening in my life for the past 4 years, this has been a constant. Like not the people change, like Joe came this year and everything, but this has basically been like my solid place for a while.
Okay. Thank you.